Hi guys, and today I'm doing how to look flawless with no foundation video. And this is basically going to be a makeup tutorial with no foundation whatsoever. This is what I've been wearing on most days recently, not only because it's summer and in some of the countries that I've been to, it's been so hot that my foundation has been melting off, looking really streaky and horrible. And especially in the summertime, it's best not to clog the pores or anything and let your skin breathe. But also because my foundation was reformulated and now it breaks me out if I use it on regular basis. So I can still use it from time to time, but if I use it every day, I just get some breakouts on my face, and ever since I stopped wearing foundation, I stopped breaking out. So I am on a hunt for a new foundation, but in the meantime, I just stopped wearing any foundation. So if you want to see how to achieve that look, then keep on watching. So the first thing that I do if I use no foundation is definitely to put concealer underneath my eyes. This step also will allow you to cover any blemishes, any acne scars, or any spots that you might be having. So if you have any marks on your skin that you want to cover, just use some concealer. I'm just going to use concealer underneath my eyes. I am using Collection concealer, the Lasting Perfection concealer. I would show you, but the tube is completely rubbed off, so you won't be able to see this anyway. But I'm basically mixing two shades together, the one in number 1 fair and the one in number 3 warm medium. I'm mixing them two underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to use my finger to rub that all in. Makes it very quick. Sometimes perhaps you will be able also to avoid any concealer at all if your skin is really good and you don't have any dark under eye circles. But unfortunately that's not me. I definitely feel like I need some concealer underneath there. So you should be able to tell that I look a lot more awake and put together already. So concealer, I think it's one of those steps that, at least for me, for my skin, I think it's a must. So I will avoid foundation, but I'm going to apply concealer. Now this next step is a powder. I am again not going to put powder all over my face. The whole idea for me is to let my skin breathe, so I'm not going to use powder, but at the same time my skin is dry, so I don't feel like I need to wear powder. However, if your skin is oily, and especially in the hot climate, if you feel like you get so oily and sweaty and you want to avoid that, then by all means use a powder. The best one would be a translucent one, the ones that gives no color payoff. My favorite one from that is the one from IT Cosmetics. It's called Bye Bye Pores, and I love this one so much. Not just because it's like a loose setting powder, but mostly because it just blurs your pores away. It makes them look flawless. So if it is something that you are after, then by all means use a loose translucent powder like this one from IT Cosmetics. That's how it looks. So it just loose translucent powder, but you can also use a mattifying one. For me, I don't use this all over my face unless I'm wearing a foundation, especially because my skin is so dry. But I'm going to use this to set underneath my eyes and on my eyelids, so then the concealer doesn't crease. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. This one is from Inglot. It's called 4SS, and I'm just going to set lightly underneath the eyes and on my eyelids. Okay, so now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use the only eyeshadow palette that I have here with me. This has been honestly my favorite eyeshadow palette of 2017 so far. I travel with this palette everywhere. Anywhere I go to, I take this palette with me. That's why it looks so like damaged and scratched. It's the one from Wet n Wild. It's called Color Icon Comfort Zone palette. It looks like this. I know it looks a little bit worse for wear, but this palette is amazing when it comes to the quality. It has such beautiful shades here. such a beautiful shade selection and the pigmentation is amazing. And if I don't wear foundation, I like to take all the focus on the eyes. I like to make eyes really pop and stand out. And you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a while, my favorite eyeshadow look is to have a white all over my lid, just because then my eyes look really brightened. So I'm taking this and I'm going to put it all over the lid and also on the lower lash line. And to pack that on, I'm just going to use a flat eyeshadow brush. But first, just to prolong the eyeshadow wear, I'm going to use this Milani eyeshadow primer. So this is pretty much one of my favorite eyeshadow primers of all time. It is in the shade number 1, Nude. Really makes my eyeshadow stick and stay, and it stops it from creasing and fading throughout the day. So let's just apply this. Since this palette is very shimmery, I don't really have a transition blending color in this palette that I can work with. So I'm just going to use my Sleek Makeup Face Contour Kit in the shade Light and use the bronzer color, Sleek Makeup Face Contour Kit in the shade Light. I lost the lid of this. I'm going to use the bronzer shade for my crease, and then I'm going to actually use this highlight shade for my brow bone. They look like this, in case you guys don't know. I have a bronzer and a highlighter and just a face contour kit from Sleek. Using a fluffy brush. And now I'm going to use this brush and highlight underneath the brow bone. This next step is completely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I find that one of the best ways to make yourself look flawless when not wearing any foundation is to put some liquid eyeliner. It really just makes you look really picture ready, makes you look like you've put so much effort into your makeup. So I like to put like a little wing or a big wing, it depends what I'm feeling for. I really like to use a wing liner when I'm not wearing foundation, more so than when I'm wearing foundation actually. That's what I like to do, but it's obviously up to you. And I'm going to use one of my favorites just from NYX, and it's called Matte Liquid Eyeliner. Now I'm going to tightline using this Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof liner. Looks like this. It's a very popular one. I can't make it focus. That's what we're going to do to tightline and to put a little bit of eyeliner in the outer corner. So let's do that quickly. I'm also going to slightly line my outer corner with a black eyeshadow. I'm going to use this shimmery black eyeshadow from the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, the black one with some golden shimmer. And for that I'm just going to use one of my angled eye brushes. It looks like this. So I'm just going to light it very slightly so that my pencil eyeliner is set. Now I'm going to use some eyelash curlers and curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm going to use two of my favorite ones. So Wet n Wild Mega Length, which is perfect for bottom lashes and also for your top ones, just to give you separation and definition. And then my all-time favorite mascara of all time, which is Maybelline the Falsies. So I'm just going to put firstly this Mega Length and then go over with Falsies. Lastly, what I like to do is apply some bronzer on my cheekbones. Now, you might be one of them people who thinks that you're not supposed to apply bronzer with no foundation, in which case you don't have to apply bronzer, but I think bronzer just makes you look so much better. It gives some definition to the face, it makes you look nice and tanned, and just makes my skin look a lot healthier than it really looks with no bronzer on. I think you can totally wear bronzer with no foundation. On photography, bronzer looks amazing. So I'm going to apply some. For this, I'm going to use the same product that we used on the eyes, so the Sleek Face Contour Kit, and I'm just going to bronze. Also often, if you have a perfect skin, I don't, I have freckles, so my skin is not like a perfect base, but if it is, if you have like a really nice smooth skin, adding a bronzer just makes you look like you have foundation underneath it anyway, because a lot of people assume that if you put bronzer on, you also use foundation. So sometimes you can also mimic foundation just by adding some bronzer, but it also depends on your skin. Like for me, I think it's pretty obvious that I'm not wearing foundation just because I have freckles, but I still love to put some bronzer on. This makes everything look nice, I think, but if you don't like that, don't use it. And lastly, to complete this look, I'm just going to apply some of my favorite lip gloss, which is this Too Faced Sweet Sunshine's lip gloss. Looks like this. I'm going to apply some of this, and then we'll be done with this makeup tutorial. This lip gloss is so pigmented, I love it. My favorite. This is the second tube of this lip gloss that I have, because the other one I finished. I just love it for the summer, especially the color, consistency. It's pretty long lasting for a lip gloss. Moisturizing, I love it. So yeah, you guys, this is my completed makeup look. It's the look that I've been wearing the most throughout the summer. Of course, sometimes I change up my lip products, and also sometimes I don't wear eyeliner, but for the most part, that's exactly how I've been wearing my makeup, and I just love it. I feel like my skin really breathes, and I love not having to wear any foundation throughout the summer. It just feels so much better in my skin. It's not breaking out at all. As I said, my foundation was making me break out. And now when I stopped using my foundation on such regular basis, my skin just stopped breaking out, and I'm really happy with it. And foundation is honestly not necessary, even when you have any color discolorations or freckles like I do. So yeah, you guys, that has been it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please like it and subscribe to me if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!